it really bothered me. Not just how relaxed he was, but how business as usual he was with the whole situation, because they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Right.
And it felt like he was broadcasting to everybody watching that NFC Championship game is good enough.
Yeah.
That's what we do here. That's what we do here. We had another successful season. We go deep in the playoffs. And that's good enough.
You know what? You know what other team is just like that? Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the Niners and Dallas are two sides of the coin. They are way too comfortable being relevant and talked about.
The other thing that bothered me about it, though, was the way he addressed the quarterback position. Because if you are being honest with yourself, the thing that has held back this team for 7 years is the quarterback position. The lack of stability, the lack of an elite arm talent, the lack of dynamic playmaking ability. And he should have sat there and said, quarterback is a problem. We feel like we could win the Super Bowl every year with this roster if we could handle the quarterback position. So all options are on the table. We like the guys that we got. We like some of the guys that are out there. And we're going to go after whatever gives this team the best chance to win. Do you think anybody would have had a problem with that inside or outside the organization?
People would have given him a standing ovation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Standing ovation. It's year 7. We're going to figure this out right now. This is the most important position. It's not just another position, which is the way they talk about it.
But it's all about feelings. Mm-hmm. It's about how Kyle feels and how his dad feels and how the organization feels and how Jed likes to be perceived and how does it, how you can't take a stand like that when everybody's caring about their feelings. F your feelings, man. Yeah. We're trying to do something real here. And you know what? I love a lot of things about Brock Purdy. But can they look me in the eye and guarantee me that he's Drew Brees? Nobody can look me in the eye and guarantee me that guy is Drew Brees. And I love Trey Lance, right? But we know the development cycle on quarterbacks like that. What is his window? How long will he be good if he is good? Right?
Because Jalen Hurts hit his stride after 20 starts. Hit his stride after about 20 starts, which is to be expected. And he had way more experience in college than Trey Lance. So Lance will get there. He could. But again, do you expect him to be it right away? So that's why I asked earlier, do you sign Ryan Tannehill? Because to me, of the available options that the Niners could conceivably afford if he gets cut, he might be the best one. Can they win a Super Bowl with Ryan Tannehill? I think they might. He's not quite Matthew Stafford, but he's not far off. He might be just the tier underneath.
And Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill has won a lot of big games in this league. You hear that name and you think it's a joke, but it's not. He's won a lot of games in this league. And there are other options like that. There are other people to look at. He
hasn't played on a team nearly as good as this, man. He had Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown. Yeah, over here he'll have 5 threats and a defense. I'm telling you, I think they could win a Super Bowl with Ryan Tannehill. It's something they have to seriously consider because they keep giving away. They're in win now mode, right? They keep saying they're in win now mode.
But I don't want to say that one guy is the answer. But my fear is that they're going to say, oh, Brock's going to be ready. Brock's going to be ready. Brock's going to be ready. Wishing and praying and trying to speak something into existence. And so either Brock's going to be ready, but really not ready because he's rushing back, or he's not ready at all. But either way, you get to June 1st. And you realize, oh, wow, we've got a quarterback that has 4 starts, and Brock Purdy's not even close to being back. Right. But now all of the real options are gone, and so you're going, well, I really hope Jimmy Garoppolo didn't sign with someone.
Yeah. Oh, well, we can always go get Nick Mullins. He knows the system. Hey, Brian Hoyer might be available. What about CJ?
Dear Lord. And they put themselves in this situation every single year with the quarterback position. Because,
what kind of offensive genius can't get the quarterback position settled? Like that's the first thing you do. They're building through their D line. They're constantly drafting running backs. What kind of offensive genius does that?
Here's the thing, though, right? Is that if they had pulled the trigger on one of those many various quarterbacks, Kyle Shanahan would be viewed as one of the greatest coaches of all time right now. If they had gone out and gotten, I'm not even saying Patrick Mahomes, just one of the many options that were available to them.
He could have had Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. He could have had Jalen Hurts. He could have had any of these guys. And he's like, no.
But he is an elite coaching talent. He is an elite coaching mind. But if you can't get this right, how long do we sit
but
here?
if your gap is the quarterback position, that's a hell of a gap to have. That might be why you haven't won a Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And again, like you're supposed to be an offensive genius. Andy Reid, he's really good with X's and O's too, but his development and the way, I'm going to say coddles quarterbacks, but nurtures them is second to none. Freaking second to none.
So I'm going to end this call by saying what I always say, which is we need to raise the standard.
Yeah.
So John Lynch had an opportunity in that press conference to start raising the standard for the entire organization, and he failed to do so.
He basically said, here, I'm back again, and we're still great.
Right.
Another successful year. Do we win the Super Bowl? Technically, no. But we're essentially the best team in the league.
So who in this organization is going to stand up and raise that standard? Because
apparently not John.
Kyle can be a successful coach, but if John isn't going to do that, then somebody has to. Kyle's going to have several opportunities this offseason to do that. I guarantee he won't. So who's going to be the guy?
Jed.
Because you know what? What it could be is that you bring in a quarterback like Tom Brady, who they should have brought in 3 years ago, who raises the standard for the whole organization. Who says,
is that Ryan Tannehill? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Is it Carson Wentz? No. Is it Matt Ryan?
Maybe. Probably not.
But maybe Ryan 4 years ago.
But I'm a 49ers fan, so I want to see that standard raised. So what I really don't want them to do is sit around until June or July and then be forced to make a decision rather than going out and making this team better
right now. I love it. I see a lot of people online saying quarterback is not a need. It's the only need. It's the only freaking need until they get it right. Josh, thank you.
Have a good one, man.